Okay, so let's press Control up, and then we've got our view up here, and then I think I might flip over into the Gatehouse front low perspective. Okay, and then need to zoom out a little bit, I think. And let's have a look. Now then, I think that, in fact, to make it into edit mode, I'm going to press Tab. I kind of reckon that, I think that might be a little bit too big, in fact. So I think I'm going to have to make those even smaller, those areas even smaller. So I'm going to just zoom in here a little bit, and then, in fact, I'm going to press 1 on the keyboard so that we've got orthographic mode, and I'm going to press Z so I can see wireframe. Let's pull that up actually. Okay, so I'm going to press A on the keyboard, and then there's a couple of ways we could try this. I'm going to press B and then do a border select around all of these, and then we're going to press S. Now clearly S is not going to work on its own, so I think the best option might be, let's try Z, scanning up Z. Now if you press the Shift key down, then this works really nicely, because if you don't press the Shift key down, it moves quite in large increments like this. If you push Shift key down while you're scaling, then it tends to be a bit gentler. So I'm just going to kind of, I think probably just judge this by eye really. I'm going to press S and then X, and then do the same thing. So press Shift. Okay, and I'm just going to see how we're doing widthwise as well. So I think it's still a little bit wide actually as well, because I want to make it as square as possible. So but for this I'm going to see if we can use our dimensions again. So I'm going to press Tab to get into object mode, and then our dimensions are here. So it's the Y dimension because it's the green arrow, and I think we'll just zip in maybe that much is good. Maybe we'll do 0.015. Oops, press A, deselect everything. Okay, now press Z so we get shaded mode, and let's see what we've got. Now then, I'm going to say that that's looking much more like it. So I'm just going to right click it to select it, and I'm going to press Tab so we can just see it a little bit better. Okay, so we can see it's kind of looking alright. Okay, so I'm going to press Control up in this viewport, and then I'm going to press 1, and then I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Also, now what's really unsettling is that my background image is not working now, which is slightly annoying. So what I might have to do is save this here, File, Save as, and I'm going to save it incrementally this time. So I'm going to say Sachsenhausen Gatehouse 02 and then save. And then I'm going to restart Blender, and hopefully our background image might just come back. Okay. So nip down, restart Blender, file, open recent, Sachsenhausen 2, full screen. I don't know, Gatehouse is there. I have no background image. These are the little bugs that make this a beta version, I think. It may have happened to you. I think what I might do is I might reload this in. So let's add an image and let's flick this down, and I'm just going to open this, go into reference, Gatehouse front, click open, here we go. Back again. Then we just need to just use these settings. So 9.5 minus 0.45, is it? Yep, minus 0.45 and 6.5. Okay, we're back. It's always worth seeing stuff like that because, you know, some things can happen sometimes and you just think, oh my god, what's going on? And there we go. It happens. So we can have a little bit of a measure of our windows here, which is kind of cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put some loop cuts in so that we can start to shape up this window a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to Control R. Okay, and then we're going to press left mouse button once. We're going to bring this up to that needs to have a ledge. So we'll bring it up to about where's that going to go? Maybe we'll do the bottom one here, maybe that's an easier one to start with. And I think I may have just realised that that's only cutting 1 edge. So I'm just going to undo that. And I'm going to press A. Okay, press 1 again. I'm going to press Z this time so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so try that one again. Control R. Of course it will only do one side, David. Stupid boy. So we'll press left mouse button once and put this in position. So I'm going to put this in position just at the top of this window here. And I'm going to press Control R again. Press left mouse button once and then go and do the same over the other side. And I'm going to press Control R again. Press left mouse button once. Bring this. Now this is going to have a ledge, so this is going to have maybe 2. Yeah, this is going to have 2 loop cuts in it. So we're going to do one there, and we're going to Control R, press left mouse button, and do another one just there. And we're going to do Control R, press left mouse button once, and then Control R again, press left mouse button once, drag it down. Okay, now this one's got quite a few increments there where it's moving, so I'm going to press the Shift key so we get it just into position. Okay. Now these two here are in fact going to have to be flatter. So I'm going to press A to deselect everything, and I'm going to press B to border select here, and I'm going to press B again, and then press the shift key, and in fact I don't need to press the shift key, my apologies, because that will border select anyway. Sorry, we don't need to press the shift for that. So if you press B, I'll just do that once more. I'll press A to get rid of everything. Press B to border select, and then press B again to border select. You don't need to press shift. And I'm just going to flatten these out slightly so that, because this is all going to have to come out, so we're going to need that geometry in there. Okay, so that's those selected, and we're ready. In fact, what I might do is just press A to deselect, and then press B again, and B again, and then just flatten this one out as well. So we've got completely flat, almost completely flat anyway. Edges there. Okay, so they're okay. I'm just going to press A, press B, and then straighten these ones out too. Okay, so now we've got flat sides there. Okay, so press A, and then we're going to sort of shimmy round a little bit so we can see these faces. Okay, and we'll Control Tab into face mode, and then we're going to, what's the best way to do this? I think maybe what we'll do is we'll shift select these two faces, press X and delete faces, and then we'll shimmy around to the other side, and we'll shift select these two faces, and then press X to delete faces, and then we'll fill, just to go through the process of it again, which I think is probably going to be quite useful, is we'll fill these faces in again. Okay, so we'll go into edge mode, so Control Tab, Edge, and we'll select this bottom edge with the right mouse button, select the bottom edge, and then shift select the bottom edge on the other side, and then press F. We'll select the side edge, shift select the side edge, and press F again, and we'll select this side edge, and then this side edge, and we'll press F again. So if you need to be into non-wireframe, if you need to be in solid mode, shaded mode, so you can see them, you can always do that. Then we can right select, shift right select. In fact, no, what we don't want to do actually is put a face across the top here, because it'll interfere with the rest of the shape. So what we want to do, in fact, is right select this edge, and then shift right select this edge and press F. I'm going to press Z again just to kind of, so I prefer this view. So I'm going to right click, shift right click these two top ones, press F, and then I'm going to right click and then shift right click this bottom one, the side one, and press F. So now if we go into solid mode and then press A to deselect, what we should have is a completely filled object that is now our window frame. Okay, so basically it's filled all of these other sides in, and that's left us with this here.